Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Chanel bag that I've got in Waikiki, specifically Oahu, Honolulu, and Hawaii. This is a belated gift that my husband got me for our 4-year wedding anniversary. So yeah, our anniversary was October 10th, and then we got it on November 15th? I don't know, a month later. But yeah, we already pre-planned this trip, so we already knew that the present was gonna be bought here. I had no idea what bag I wanted though. I kind of wanted to see if they had any of the Chanel 25s, but I knew how hard it is. It's like super sought out for. So I didn't have any expectations whatsoever. However, when I went in, my sales associate named Sayari showed me the new 25s that the Cruise Collection had. It was like this really beautiful suede. And it's just crazy because they're usually sold out and they just got that in. And it's the first thing that she showed me. And so even though it's super cute, I do have a lot of suede bags. That's number one. Number two, it was a little too small for me because it was in the size small. And if I were to get a tote, it would be at least a medium since I have 2 kids, one's 3, one's 1. And so I need a lot of stuff with me. And 2, I don't know, is there anyone else that's like this? But I feel like I'm not too fond of the 25 look once it's on. I think it's really beautiful looking at, but once it's on, I think it's like a hit or miss. Sometimes it looks really cute and sometimes I feel like it looks a little stiff. Anyways, that's that whole story of what I was going into the store. But I ideally wanted a bag that was a little bit more classic. I have the classic medium double flap in all the same double flap classic medium size in beige, nude, whatever you want to call it. White and black. And then I have like a rectangular black chevron and lambskin. The other 3 mediums are all in caviar. And then I also have a caviar like wallet on chain and a Chanel boy, but that's about it. And so I wanted a color that would be classic, and this is exactly what I found. So diving into what I was looking at, there are some very beautiful pieces that I really loved. It was like all whites, but I already have a white one, and there are 3. I'll insert a picture here. There are 3, and one of the ones that were caviar, I gravitate towards caviar just because it's easier to maintain. I personally think it's more beautiful, especially with kids and dogs. Duke's right here with me. By the way, the kids are out with Kevin, my husband. He took them out. I've never been in a house this quiet before, so it's super weird, but I need to film. So anyways, going off on a tangent. I like the caviar because it's just more manageable, easier maintenance, and I personally think it's more beautiful. And there are 3 of them. One of them was caviar. The other 2 only was made in lambskin, which is the one I liked, but it's just not ideal to have. I'm like thinking, Kevin just got me this, the Lady D-Joy in white in Tokyo earlier this year, and it's also in white. So he's like, I just got you one in white, you have it in white, why would you get another one in white? So I was like, okay, fair. So these other 2, it's called the Chanel Chain Classic. It's like a little chain on top. It has a double CC. I believe it's, yeah, she said it's new this season and is continuing into the new cruise season as well for 2026, spring summer 2026. So I really love that. It's really special and unique, but at the same time still keeps that classic look. And I was debating between the 2, between the dark red and the brown. The brown was in a small, in a mini, and then the red was in a small. They had no other sizes. I love medium so much, but just because it's so practical. The small was still pretty good. I could still put all my necessity in there. The mini is kind of like the Lady Dior mini that I have. Actually, no, it could fit a little bit more, like the D-Joy. But you can tell that you can't put that much in it, but I still love the color. So I was debating over the 3 days which one I would get. And so this is the one I got. So I just took off the raincoat off of this bag because it was raining on and off. So any guesses so far? Either I do brown. I know I asked on stories like which one do you think I would get, and a lot of people really know me really well, so which is exciting. she is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I'm also recording on my phone down here, so that's why I'm looking down. So yeah. And then just the receipt and also the tag and everything and name card. And then I've actually never done an unboxing like this where I'm recording on my phone and also on my camera, so it's really interesting to see. I usually do a bird's eye view for a unboxing, but on my camera at least. So this is the packaging. I love the packaging. I always keep everything. I'm just gonna put all this here. Little dust bag. And then any guesses? Red or brown? Red or brown? And it is red. I absolutely love this color. So the funny thing about this is that when I first saw it, it was at the Ala Moana Center. And in that store, it is a lot darker, a lot darker lighting. So it looked burgundy. It was so beautiful. Kevin was outside with the kids because they were kind of fussy. It was really late because, you know, Hawaii was 2 hours ahead at that time. But just, oh, look at that beautiful color. Just look at that beautiful color. So when I first got it, when I first saw it in the Ala Moana Center, it was a dark burgundy color. So this is what it looks like. Here, the side. So it's just basically like a classic flap, except it's not a double flap, and it's a lot squishier. The chain you can adjust inside. I do this with my rectangular too, but you can put it inside to make it shorter. But also just look at this chain. This chain is just gorgeous. Just, oh, you can wear it as an evening bag like this, and you put the shoulder chain inside. So this is the stuffing. Let me just take this out so I can show you what I mean. You can put the chain inside. And just clip it like so. And then there you go. You have an evening bag. Perfect for like dinner parties, weddings, date nights, whatever it is. And then if you want to do a more casual, you can just take it out. So I'm wearing sweatpants, and ironically it's the same color. Sorry, excuse me. Duke's laying next to me. I'm wearing dark red or burgundy sweatpants. So this is what it looks like on. I'm 5'5", by the way, so this hits me right at like the top of my waist. Not waist, sorry, hip. Kind of like my top thigh area. This is a little long for me. I don't like my bags to be like by my butt. So what I would do is just put it in. I like to do this, and there's also a clip that you can get on Amazon that you just clip it in here. I have it for my rectangular, and you could use that, and then I just use it as a shoulder bag because I like wearing things on my shoulder much more than crossbody now, just because with kids you're constantly holding them, you're like taking things out. So I personally just like doing shoulder. But yeah, this is what the inside looks like. It's really simple. It's just one little opening where you can put the stuff in. And then over here is the classic back flap. So to continue my story about when I first saw this bag. The Ala Moana Center's lighting is much darker. I could put photos side by side here between when I first saw it and when I saw it, and it's the exact same style, size, everything, and versus the one I saw in Waikiki, downtown Waikiki. The Waikiki lighting is much brighter, like super bright. So when I went there, it looks more like a bright red. Like a bright red versus a burgundy, and which is great because right now it kind of looks more burgundy, but then when you see it in different lighting, it looks dark red. The color is called dark red. Like if you were to ask for this, this is dark red. And at first when I saw it, it was beautiful. Kevin took the kids out. He came back. He was like, "Do you want?" He was like, "Get that one. I'll pay for it right now." And I literally shot myself in the foot because I knew that was the one too. Like, you know, that gut feeling, like that is the one, but I still wanted to let it marinate. I just wasn't sure if I wanted a burgundy bag because it's so like fall, winter specific. And so I didn't want to get a seasonal bag when it comes to Chanel. But that was because of lighting, and I did not know that at the time. And so I told him I wanted to think about it, and then that specific bag got sold the next morning, which is why I went to the Waikiki location to look for other stuff as well. But I went there also not knowing that it got sold. So about the pricing, so Kevin got this for me. Thank you, babe. I love you so much. So this is our wedding anniversary gift, and he paid, I believe it was $6,800. It's retailed at $6,500. Yeah, it's $6,500. And then Hawaii's tax is 4%, and plus service, I think it's about almost $7,000 basically. But if you were to get into in the rest of the United States, like in San Francisco, Bay Area, the tax is around 10 to 11, and so it would have been like maybe $200-300 more. So we got in Hawaii. We were debating on whether or not to wait to go to Asia to get it, which would be next year. But I don't know if they would have this specific model because I love this color. This color is just, I love red. Red is such a nice pop-up color, especially dark red. It's very classic. I have the Gucci Marmont in red, and it is bright red. Like, it is really red. I think I'm gonna sell that one because I never gravitate towards it now because it's so loud, and I don't like to be super loud anymore. I like to be more subtle, like quiet luxury. This is her. Welcome to the fam. Let's do a thumbnail. Okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will probably do more review on it after I've taken it out a few times. And I'm also going to be coming out with a video of all the bags, like all my bag collection, and also bags that I'm going to be selling soon. Because I feel like there's a few. I usually sell maybe every like 2-3 years. And yeah, right now I feel like there's quite a few that I need to get rid of because I just haven't gravitated towards it yet. And I want to sell it while it's still kind of in style. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.